What is up, guys? It is Trash Panda here, and welcome back to another episode of SurrounDead. So you may notice that I am wearing a different outfit. It's starting to get warm outside, so I figure I would go with the Hawaiian shirt and some shorts today. I don't know how long this this will last. It depends on the damage that I take from not wearing my vest and my tactical helmet. Uh, I was able to, since we do have bag enabled, I obviously still have my security. So I've got my military secure container in my case, which is like my hidden pocket. And then inside that, I've got another one. And then that kind of leads to my backpack. So, uh, again, I don't know how long we'll do this. We probably won't even make it the whole episode. I do want to grab my gear though. Where did I drop it? I did do a lot of off-camera organizing as well. Let's go with, uh, we can just put this gear in here. So there was a pretty large update that the developer released yesterday, I believe. Yeah, so it released yesterday on the 30th. Uh, so we do have some of those notes for you that I'll go over. Pretty cool stuff that kind of got some updating. When you go to the trader, there is an option to kind of skip through that dialogue. So that has been something that's been a little bit annoying, especially when you get to the point where you're going to the trader a lot. You have to kind of just sit there and wait for them to finish speaking their lines, and then even when they're done, there's a couple second delay afterwards. So that has been updated where you can skip through that. And let's see, what were some of the other highlights? So AI spawners for oh, okay, so I misunderstood that. So in parentheses it says non-human. So it's randomized to whereas if you went to a building and it used to have like a fixed spawn of AI enemies times 5, it is now anywhere from 2 to 8. So yeah, so that should not be for the raiders or the coyotes. It should just be for zombies, based on my understanding. So he added some changes to building and rotating objects, which is very nice because it is kind of a pain to scroll your mouse wheel to rotate the full 360 degrees when you're trying to place objects. And let's see, he did add a new item, which is the display plaque. I don't know what that's used for. Like, I don't know if we can display weapons on the wall. Uh, So we'll be on the lookout for that. Again, I don't know if it's craftable or if it's lootable. Leave the bunny alone. Alright. What else did he do? So I'm not sure if I fully understand this correctly, but there were some changes to uh, basically the muzzle aim and detection when you're hitting a wall. I think that's when you're up close to an object where it shows like the red X. So I think that's what he means by that. So like if I shoot here, it's not going to let me shoot because my muzzle is blocked. But then if I go over, I can shoot. But I mean, impact still hits the tree. So I think that's still another tweak that needs to be made. Optimize zombie pathing to player location when attacking. So that is really good. I hope that they can get to the point where zombies can at least kind of hop and climb to be able to better access this. I know sometimes they can walk on the hood, but they can't get up to you if you're on the roof. So I think he's working towards changes on that system. Let's see. So just some physics changes. uh, It says here that there's a bug, player fall damage not working, which I have experienced fall damage, so I don't know if that was intermittent, if it was only on certain scenarios where fall damage did not work. Fix some issues with the crafting workbenches, and what else for the highlights? Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, I think that was it. So it's nice to see that he's constantly kind of pushing out updates and small patches in between the larger updates that are coming through. It's nice to see an active developer like that. So our task for today, uh, what? Hmm. Hang on, maybe I need to pull my GPS out of my GPS slot and put it back for it to register. Let's do the compass as well. Okay, that's odd. I don't know if, so like some of these points are still showing up, but our map has been cleared. Uh, glance through. So there was no, so my understanding there was no new content added for the most part, with the exception of I did see it said something about a camping location near an industrial zone, but I don't know why that would have cleared out all of our map items. That's odd. Not a big deal though, because we kind of know where we've been, uh, what's going on. So I think since we are dressed in our beach attire, I think we might go down to, let me change that marker to something else. We'll just do that. So basically we're just going that direction, yeah. So we're going to go down to the resort. That is a larger area with, it's got multiple floors in the resort hotel. There is, I feel like there's a primary boss, but then there's also a secondary boss that's not really marked on the map. And actually, I think I think there might be three. The last time I went, I feel like there was one that kind of spawned in the front. The primary boss spawned at the back of the resort, and I feel like we're about to go the wrong way. We've got to turn up here, right? Yeah. Is that the resort? Yeah, that's the resort. Get through all of these guys. Yes, here we go. Also, reduced damage to the vehicle. I still would not recommend running over zombies to kill them, like just repeatedly on purpose. But I mean, if you accidentally hit a zombie or two, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Let's put you more so right there. Yeah, that area's just so high up, I don't think I'll be able to really get a good angle on these guys. Yeah, I don't think I want to like the kind of going light feel with no backpack and no gear. So there should be a boss over to this side. Man, I hope I find the what is it, the battle ready Glock? Because this thing's just stinks. Let's, no, that's the Barrett. We don't want to use that. I do have all of my other weapons kind of still tucked away in my backpack, so. Okay, so maybe I was mistaken. I thought last time there was a kind of like a boss roaming on this side of the area. Oh, that'll attract some people, won't it? Yeah, so this is not gonna work. I want to have to switch outfits. I mean, I could just put on the backpack. Let's see. And like that will solve the majority of my problems. So then if I loot that, will it go straight into that ammo container? Yeah. Give me a minute, guys. I want to switch out. I know we're at the beach, but we're going to switch out of our beach attire and go back full ops mode. So just 1 second. Okay. Luckily that wasn't that bad. I kind of prepared as best I could to have that succeed, but I just think it's going to be too cumbersome when looting ammo and then when I get in a larger firefight. Why is that there? That should not be there. That should be down here. Oh, so also with suppressors, he did, let's see, so this is at 85% damage on the suppressor. So two things. The damage on suppressors has been increased. So suppressors will take more damage. And then also suppressors can now be repaired with the weapons repair kit. So I don't know if you remember last time we did try to do a repair, and obviously it was non-repairable, which made sense because suppressors do have a higher uh, drop percentage. So I do like the fact that I did not see anything in the notes about him decreasing the drop on suppressors, but the fact that they are now repairable is a great thing. So I'd be okay with him decreasing the drop percentage if he chose to. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I don't know if something changed about that, but I feel like the fact that I could press shift and click on these items, it was sending it to this. Yeah, I feel like it was definitely working as expected. Now it's not. That's fine. I can drag and drop. So yeah, I looted that. So everything over in this corner is good. I think I might throw the Barrett back in my backpack and switch back to the lychee. Now, also another thing he did decrease is the percentage of ammo that we get from crafting 50 BMG and 300 Winchester. So the lychee does take 300 Winchester. I think we're okay on that. I think we've got a couple hundred rounds. So just as long as we're not, aimlessly shooting everything with it, and we're just kind of being selective and a bit more accurate with our shots, we'll be okay. but then also we still have just a lot of unused ammo. So I've got plenty of 45 ACP. I still don't recall if we've ever shot the Vector, which is really the only thing that I would use that takes 45. Not a fan of the 1911 just because of the capacity. And you know, I don't think I've seen a high capacity mag for the 1911 either. So if that was a thing, then yeah, I'd probably definitely swap to the 1911. Why are you coming out here if the guy exploded in there? Okay. And we got acidics coming. So if I remember correctly, this goes to the back of the resort, which we want to wait to do that, right? No. Okay, I'm mistaken. This is just kind of a little box off area, and there is no loot back here. Do need to go ahead and, yep, that's 556. Reload that. Stick you up there. Reload you as well. Oh, there you go. I do feel like the zombies are a lot more alert of my presence, so that's a good thing. Still just some minor pathing issues. So like if I'm standing down here, which I know that guy did come right at me, but they tend to favor taking the stairs and then coming to me because there is that kind of elevation difference. Alright, so this is the resort hotel. As you can see, it is quite damaged. So there's the boss. We will go and take him out from upstairs though, because we can snipe him easily from up there. I think we're good on that. We do have, I think, 6 floors to this building. So there's there's going to be a lot of excuse me. There's going to be a lot of footsteps kind of roaming around above us, and moments where we kind of stop to figure out if they're near us, if they're on a different floor. So this is a fun POI. We'll go ahead and consume that. Also, he did decrease, I don't know how well it comes through on the side for you guys, but the volume of the helicopter crash, that has been decreased. I just remember that when I heard the crash there, which is nice because it's one of those things where the game volume, at least the way I play, is on the lower side. And then when it happens, it always catches me off guard and kind of gives you that little moment of startle. Nice. How did anybody run to that? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's switch to... And we might actually want to utilize the shotgun in this scenario. So in my prior playthrough, this is where I was able to loot an ornament. So it was like a little shark ornament. I think there are about like 10 different ornaments in the game that you can collect, but I've only ever found one, so don't think we need any of that stuff. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick change up here. So we don't need the Barrett. I think the shotgun. I did get this off camera. I went back and did a just a quick run through the lab, the phantasm, the let's see. So 56, 31, 17. This is 54, 29, 27. I don't know though. I just don't like the kind of futuristic aesthetic that it's giving. So I think we will go here. We've got plenty of shotgun ammo. So really the only disadvantage on this is the fact that it's a pump action. Alright, I think we're done looting medical crates for the time being. So yeah, we can't go out there. Oh, yeah, we don't want to fall down there. Let me finish making sure we got everything on this side. You hear all the mumblings of the zombies below us. Alright, so yeah, I don't think I can cross over that anyway. I think this floor does lead back around to that side because I have to take this side of the stairs to get up. So I can come out over here. Okay, maybe that's a different floor that I can access that. I could technically climb up there, but what you want to do here, that's fine. It sounds like they're right on top of me. Okay. So now we can go ahead and grab the Barrett. And I do have my sleep roll with me because we will be sleeping through the night because it's going to get dark here in a second. And the footsteps just freak me out. This is the concierge, okay. And you're done. Now, do we want to run back down there and grab that loot right quick? I don't know. Grab some ammo from it. So then where did that ammo go, right? What was that? So that was 9mm. Okay, so that probably went, that should have dropped on that stack. Can I get in there? No, there's nothing in there. It's a medical crate, we don't need that. Yeah, because see, I feel like they should definitely be able to cross over that lip there. Oh shit, I don't know where that could be. Okay. I turned around right as I threw it, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to get these guys. No. I do not want to drop that mag. I would definitely not appreciate that. We'll just stick you back there for now. Just kidding. We're going to go back with that. We do want to reload that. Throw that up there. Okay. So, one is our exterminator. Yeah, see, I can't. I wonder if he changed shift click. I'll have to check the settings for that off camera. Ooh, lockpicks. Yeah, I feel like he did because I can't even pick up lockpicks or anything. So you could press shift. Oh no, I'm dumb. Okay. So it's right click. It's been 3 days since I played this and I've been playing other stuff, but where does that go? No, so right click, shift right click kind of throws trash on the ground. Shift left click, you used to put it in your backpack or in a available container, but now it does not seem to be doing that. All right, anyway, nothing. Yeah, okay. So do we bypass that room? Let's see. Like, I know we didn't go on the balcony. Okay, so that was non-accessible, but we did bypass this one. There is some good loot in this hotel, so we don't want to really pass by a lot of it. Probably not so much in the dresser, though. Another Hawaiian shirt, axe. Need none of that. Alright, can I loot this skeleton? Nah. So that's where we came from, there, and then we can't access the elevators from this floor. And we move up, and we reload. So the downside with this building is there are several holes in the floors. So as the zombies kind of like the floors above you, they kind of follow your footsteps and the noise that you're making when you're looting, and they will leave those rooms and start walking in the hallways. And then as they walk in the hallways, they'll fall in the hole. So you'll have your floor kind of cleared out, but then they'll fall through from the floor above, which is kind of nerve-wracking because you're like, okay, I've cleared everything out on this floor, and then the next thing you know, okay, I can't go out there. Next thing you know, uh, they're kind of on the same floor with you. Let's draw these guys out. Oh, it fell through. Okay. Yeah, so there's another hole right there. So nothing there. Nothing there. So on one of these floors, the elevator does have a ladder for you to get up to the next floor. And then also on one of the balconies, there's a kind of a crashed helicopter and a rope ladder where you can get up to the next balcony as well. Come on. Is that okay? There is. No, I don't need medical. Great. This is what I want. Bummer. Okay. Alright, so up to the next floor. I feel like there's... Oh, that's right. So on this floor, I'll show you guys. Is this the floor with the typewriter? Yeah. So I'll play no work and then the bloody axe on the table, and obviously the axe has been chopping through the door, so let me know if you get that reference. I won't spoil it for the younger generation that hasn't seen that movie yet. Now I am a little bit lost, so I can't go this way. Did I miss the ladder out here? No. So we can't go up from here. Oh, you know what? It was right at the beginning of the hallway. Was our way to the next floor. So where the roof had caved down here. Alright, so it does sound like we've still got a few on this floor left roaming around. So we still want to be a bit cautious. I want to make sure he hasn't despawned yet. I have to grab some water here in a minute. So nothing else in this room, huh? Alright, so can't go in that room, can't go in that room. Alright. Okay, so there's not a ledge on every floor, so you don't want to jump out this window. So this is where I could get in a bad situation and get swarmed. So those doors are shut. Yeah. I just wish there was a legendary semi-auto shotgun. Is that a person right there? It is. Okay. You don't need night vision much longer, but you do need it for a little bit longer. It's still a tad dark out. Yeah. Medical. Did we loot? We did not loot the cupboard. Yeah, I feel like we've got one or two hiking backpacks back at base. Okay, so this is the one with the ladder outside. And then just want to double check, but I'm pretty sure none of these doors can be opened from this point on. So that's one we were just at. No, no, no. Can't remember if I just checked that or not. It's possible I did. So from here it is tricky because you've got to get up. I can't remember if we're supposed to be able to access this floor from this method or if we're supposed to go up a floor and then have to fall down to access this, but I mean, either way you're allowed to access it. Nothing, okay. What time is it? Oh, it's still early, okay. There's a lamp there, okay. Do we have a noisemaker? I feel like we do somewhere. Yeah, we do right there. So let's put grenades right there. What? Did it put my whole 20 stack of batteries right there? Like I had a 20 stack of batteries for the night vision. Uh, yeah, let's go down here because I was like standing right here, right? So did I drop the unused stack? Or did it just bug out? So if I put that there, is it? Okay, so let's split this stack then. And it used, oh wow, okay. So that did not happen before. Because that was my methodology always. I would have my stack, I would drag, it would place one battery in there. Okay, so it sucks that it's a bug, but at least we know how to address it. So now we can turn night vision back on. What? Oh, that's my binoculars. So we want to go back up here, take the noisemaker, and do what it's called, make some noise. Yeah. This is a pain. I feel like you've got to get enough height on the ladder to get decent distance so you can move over some. I want to make sure there's not a hole over there so it doesn't fall down to the next floor. Right there in that corner is perfect. It sounds like they decreased the audible volume for that, which is great. So I would say that's probably 90% of the guys on this floor. Yeah, cause okay, I didn't know if I'd be able to get her. So I wonder if he also increased the speed at which the batteries wear down. And then also I do think, so I am using the military night vision, which is why it is gray instead of green. I feel like that shows up a little bit better, but I also feel like that one runs through batteries a bit faster. I mean, we don't need it, but... I feel like there's possibly something out here, but there's not. Alright, on to the next one. So that's the elevator where we have to climb up the elevator shaft. So yeah, I think we've cleared all the zombies out of this floor. There should be one in this room over here though, because this room is kind of cut off from all the other ones. I think there was typically one or two in here. No? Okay. Is it that they can fall from above? No. Hey, there we go. Drink you. So that cash should actually go down there. Alright, so we're starting to do good on credits. Also considering the fact that we spent some credits on that the Horde beacon, which is still something we have to do. Yeah, I've got a riot helmet back home. I don't think I showed you guys my organization for the loot. I'll show you that when we get back to base. Spent quite a bit of time just trying to go through everything and manage duplicate outfits and stuff like that. So grab this while we're over here. Okay, so that's everything from this room. So last time I felt like I did grab a legendary gun out of that, but I did not this time. That's fine. So nothing else in this room. And I just think we can't get to that side, which is okay. So now we go up a floor. This is probably where we get swarmed. Luckily, they're just not paying attention whatsoever. I think we'll keep this out for a little bit because there seems to be a lot over here. Alright, there we go. That helps my eyes. Alright, so I think everybody else is either behind a locked door or up a room. Oh, I did not see you. I just saw the guy in the background. My hotkey. Okay, fair enough. That was my fault. I should have checked that. So what does this do for me? So this does 30. Okay, so these stacks are fixed with the percentage of health that they increase. So new stacks that I loot will have a lesser percentage. That's my understanding. Yes, like this stack of bandages 15, this stack is 30. So he did reduce that. Which I feel like is fine because we get quite a bit of medical loot. Sit you right there, but you really need to go down in here. See what else is on this side before we crawl under that door. So this is the helicopter that we could have continued to climb directly up to. But then you're still, well, I think you get up here fine, actually. Nice. And even nicer. You know, I don't think we've looted the bear or the deagle, so we'll grab that. If not, we've got plenty of space, so it doesn't matter. I feel like we should be able to pick up his pistol, right? Alright, so nothing outside. So let's carry on. Pretty sure we've looted all of these. Now we want to go back to the shotgun. Nice. That's surprising. 300 Winchester from a zombie. just unload that. Yeah, so see, like I just unloaded that and I don't know where it went. Like it did not go here, right? So I think I just have to kind of carefully walk over there. Yeah, because I can't do anything in this room. I thought I was able to. Alright, well, haha, you can't jump over here. I need to be careful because they're going to come down the stairs after me. Yep. So we're getting good ammo out of this run. Alright, so this is the top floor. I don't think we can go any higher than this. I feel like this is a good floor for a shotgun. And I really hope I've got that outfit. Oh. Ah ha ha. I just pressed my heels. Okay guys, give me a minute because spawn point is back at base and we'll be back. Alright, so I would say take 2, but this is actually take 3. I ran back. For whatever reason, I was thinking like, oh, there's only, 2 or 3 zombies. I can take them out with my knife. However, I don't know if it's just been so long since I fought a zombie with basically no gear, but I was able to pull one zombie off and they completely killed me in the stairwell over here. Coming back, I did come across a military airdrop. Crap. 4. Yeah, come on. That would have been upsetting if I would have died again. Okay, so now, yeah, so luckily on my way right back up here, I did come across I'm sorry, 2 military airdrops that were dropping just as I was walking back up. So I was able to take advantage of those and put all my gear back. And this is just a plate carrier that I picked up from the airdrop, so we don't need that. Alright, so let's go ahead and reload that. So now we're good. Alright, so I had, yep, so we looted everything out of that. There's nothing else over here. We did not loot this side though. Ooh, high tier. Nice. Let's go. So what do we want? We want the battle ready Glock. I would love the machete, the legendary machete, which we don't have. So, and none of the above. Fair. ACOG. So we'll grab that. Always grab that. Why is this full? Yeah, so that's everything out of there. Don't think there's much else to loot on this floor. So those doors are fixed. Nothing there, nothing there. So we got one room. This side is locked. Okay. And strike out on that. I do hope that the boss has not respawned. Not because of the fact that, you know, it's going to be a pain in the butt to kill him again, because I just don't want to miss out on that loot. Which, I mean, he might not have had any good loot, and then if he respawns, he might have good loot. Who knows? No, I do want to keep that can. So I think that's supposed to be the fastest way down. Was there anything else I was supposed to check on this floor, though? Nothing on this side. Check for hidden caches, and none. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the, I wish I could easily get back down. That's it for the building. Let's see, we will try to, here we go, but we can fall through the floor? No. So we'll just jump down the, oh, but we're already down. Oh, that's right, because this was on the balcony. So we got to take the balcony down. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I should have went down from that floor, but that's fine. Elevator down. And then I think on the back side of this is the stairwell. Yep. And then at that point, like, I can just do this and see if he respawned. Dang, he did. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be mad if what I think happened. So I think his body despawned, but he did not respawn. So we just missed out on all of that loot. Dang it. Which, I don't know if that was due to the extra time because I died. I don't know if even if I would not have died, like, he may have still lost all of his loot, so that's fine. We'll do some quick sniping. No, we won't, actually. We'll make this quick and painless for these guys. So let's put you right there. And a little bouncy bounce. Yeah, so they're more interested in me than the noisemaker, but that's fine. Let's, I want to be far enough away from these guys so I don't kill myself again. Yeah, and they're just coming because they're like all on the beach and everything, so. I love this thing so much. Ooh. Fair enough. Be careful when you do that. Just a little bit of damage, not bad. I don't want to spend too much time going through all these dead bodies, but we need 300 Winchester. Now that I know that there's a chance that it drops on them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check the settings to see what's changed with the loot button where I can just hold shift and it'll go over. You're late to the party. And there are some loot containers out here as well. I want to grab that lockpick. Let's start on this side. Maybe the boss will respawn while we're over here. It's medical. It is nice to know that for the vast majority of our firearms, we don't have to worry about being short on ammo for the foreseeable future. It would have to be a bad situation if we run out and can't replenish most of it. So nothing in here. Come on. Take that scrap metal. Oh wow, that's a lot in it. I thought we had a slot for Molotovs. That slot is full. So we're getting into a bad spot here where we need to reorganize. You were a lot closer than you sounded. So up here, we do have medical and then briefcase. So we do want to get, there is a key card that's like, what is it called? The all access key card. So that has unlimited uses and you can use it at any of the, oh, okay. You can use it at any of the locations. So 0 all the way up to 3. I've gotten it in my other playthrough, but obviously we have not seen it yet in this one. So at that point, I can just sell all of my other key cards and just keep that one with me, and then we'll be good. So this door is locked. Yeah. So in here is a funny little scene. I'll show you once we get in. Oh, that was so close. There we go. So we've got, uh, assumingly this guy, John Mayers, and he's up here sitting, just watching everybody on the beach, and then he's got his supplies nearby. I don't think there's really any other loot. There is a note. Oh yeah, so that's poor John. He died in here by himself. Yeah, I think he might have broke some of the finer mechanics when he did the release yesterday. So hopefully some of that stuff gets addressed. Yeah, this is definitely a master. I had to have it all the way. I struggle with those because I've got my second screen, and when I'm rotating like the lockpick all the way to the right, the mouse cursor goes off onto the second screen, and then it basically resets the lockpick. Hmm. All right. It's like right in that small little window right here. There we go. Well, I'm getting good credits, so what is that? Never heard that before. I don't know if you guys heard that rumbling. So it looks like some of my indicators here are starting to come back on the map. Yeah, okay. Maybe that happened when I died. So nothing over here to loot. There's really not much on the beach, except for, excuse me, my throat is still bothering me after my cold last week. I got all of those. You can't access that. Yeah, so really the only thing on the beach is just piles of trash by some of the lawn chairs. Yeah, and like suitcases. So there's no there's no guns or ammo or anything here. Excuse me. So yeah, that is everything for the resort here, guys. So what are we going to be doing next? Let's see. We can remove that marker. I thought we did glade water. No, we did Gladewater Military Camp, but we never went over to Gladewater. Okay. So that may be next on the agenda for next episode. See if I can get out of here. That was probably a bad idea. Honestly, yeah, it was. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I do appreciate you taking some time and hanging out with us today. I would appreciate it if you would also like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and feel free to leave any comments on anything you want to see us do next episode. If you have any questions about the game, I'm always happy to answer those for you. And until next time, hope you guys have a good one. If you had as much fun watching this as I did playing, consider tossing a little something in my Ko-Fi jar. You can grab a coffee to give a one-time boost, or even become a Trash Panda partner or a Trash Panda looter for reoccurring support and to join our crew. Thanks for your support and for being part of the Trash Panda family.